首先，让我们欢迎北京 JDG Inter Esports Club。上单369，打野 Kanavi， 中单 Knight， 下路 Ruler， 辅助 Missing， 主教练 Homie，
solid to head towards that golden road and lock in their place in finals, in top 2 at Worlds, and into a championship again.
Hell, that makes the number even more ridiculous. If you're just counting LPL and international competition,
Sure.
21st series up against each other. One series in the regular season, and it was 2 JDG, so we have a lot of high win rates as Elk.
Yep.
Flash gonna need to come out so early.
Oh, it's matched though by On. Ruler getting aggressed on as the root comes back, but they're getting so low to continue this Clasm as Elk is looking for it. He has Flash available.
Ooh.
Mystic shot hits, and Missing is close to dying, but holds onto his summoner.
And this is what, you know, BLG and Jinchi are able to deliver. Now Kanavi.
Spotted out. He's looking to Arctic Assault in. But again, looking for Kanavi as well, it seems, as over the wall. He's seen, he's waiting, and Sonic Wave does connect. He wants to take the Q onto Elk, so he walks back in range, but that gives Shun time as Dreadslime flashed away from Kanavi with a big mistake, and Shun in the right place at the right time. And already you can see that Knight is showing us why this LeBlanc has been respect banned, as Lyric, you know what's going to happen next.
Yeah, 369, he's angling for it. Shun's not far, though.
It's a body slam, isn't it? That's what we have to wait for, as that damage is huge with Grasp available. Kanavi in, Tempest, Cripple. Bin getting close to getting 369, but Kanavi makes sure he doesn't. First blood over to Lee Sin, and send Bin into the turrets. Meanwhile, we go back down here. It's 3v2 for the time being, but Kanavi is going to be the backup to bring on in. The feathers will fly, but no root down, as Missing's almost dead. BLG thinking about going forward, but Concussive Blow stops it, as now with the Ghost to get away, Missing going to be rooted out. He flashes eventually. Holding onto those summoners was a lifeline for JDG's 2v2. As Kanavi getting into the thick of it, threatens for more. Elk is so close to going down as Ruler has his flash available. A root in to get the kill, and he does! With his dying breath, Kanavi can't save him, but he sets up for a double on his AD.
JDG are feeling good. And we're going to see the replay of how it all went down, because I like the Kanavi leaning towards mid. That's where, you know, his prio is, and like the aggression that comes up from LeBlanc, and BLG find an opportunity to find a gank on this bottom lane. Once again, I was incredibly surprised that JDG are being so patient with the summoners they find, but it's On here who finds the initial hook. Elk even flashing in, but missing just too fast with the fingers. But Kanavi with the Sonic Wave finds the first. And then I love the confidence from JDG to run this one down. In my mind, I'm thinking, Ruler, you are definitely going to go down here, but gets enough feathers down to pull them back and find the kill. Yeah, looking across, I mean, we have ults up across the board. Only On doesn't have it, so that actually might be an advantage for JDG if their bot lane gets here in time.
Jumping onto On first, no depth charge available as Winter's Bite, but Missing has his ult. That's the difference. Elk caught out, he can't get out fast enough. And so Yagao with his Empress Divide sends away JDG as BLG will find themselves a cheeky Herald on the backside, but it costs their 80 carry, pressuring off Yagao. Dragon is just going to be taken and give the first one over to JDG for bonus stats. And look, it's this bottom lane as well, Lyric, because Depth Charge is going to be used on a Ruler, True Shot Barrage, but it's avoided by the feathers flying out as On engages with the feathers right behind BLG's bottom lane. They arcade shift in, but you're right, BLG are unrelenting as the ulti over the wall slows them down at the very least. Bin needs a kill here as the flash over the wall into Missing, but Ruler still with flash himself makes it hard to get in with the Dragon's Rage out as well. BLG committed so much, JDG are like invincible.
Yeah, they committed every member down to that bot lane. We just got flash from Shun. We got a ton of ults across the board. Knight even still going to be able to clear the wave in mid in time. 369 getting played topside. JDG gaining so much off this field play.
I mean, again, BLG might not be hitting the mark, but you have to be real as Yagao. Ulti dodged away by Knight. It continues. He goes into the Mimic here as following through Kanavi to save the day, but Bin is rotating down, flashes over. He's sick of it, but Kanavi plays it in. Knight jumps back out. He's missing. JDG
Look at all this mobility.
Toying with the dance, my pretties, dance. Once they hold an early game lead, they run with it. And as we were saying at the start of the show, BLG, it's been a bit of a crux as Bin is used to this. Kanavi visiting topside on the regular with the Tempest Cripple, but he can't finish the job yet as Bin buys a bit more time, but a Sonic Wave still connects, and Kanavi, of course, will follow it through. And look, TP is not available on Bin, who just respawned, so even though Herald goes down with the Sonic Wave or at least a kick, something could happen, but they've found Knight with the depth charge, trying to run out, he's clipped on the back end, and now Elk has an opportunity as finally BLG sink their fangs in for what feels like the first time this game.
BLG punishing the fact that JDG were trying to pinch them in that play, and Knight left by himself. BLG have a ton of CC to play with, and thanks to that, they're actually going to end up picking up a mid lane turret. So BLG not only get their first kill, they get their first turret, and slowly trying to claw back within reach for gold.
And so remember, Lyric, you talked about the comps at the start of this game, you know, a bit of front to back, an easier comp to execute, if you will. Open this map up by taking mid. Ooh,
Putting a lot of pressure on Elk.
It's okay for now. At the very least, Shun hovering as well, but turret's going to go down. For a play, it's like an intuition. On, caught out, dredge line there, concussive blows. He has to flash over the wall. Damage from this Renekton right now as JDG pick up the Dragon on the bottom side.
So far. Again, BLG not down and out, you know, a few thousand gold down, but I think they've done a nice job to mostly stabilize.
But Missing trying to save the day onto Ruler. He doesn't burn anything afterwards. True shot barrage as Ruler holds onto the summoners, but not the ulti. How can you burn a summoner out of this man? As Sonic Wave connects, he runs into the fray. Kanavi playing it dangerous as Ruler heads into the front line versus 3. He picks up another kill, and I mean, talking about class, it's Knight in the side lane, it's Ruler in these plays. JDG continues sipping on the wine.
His Featherstorm timings are always so good, and we can see in the left-hand corner.
Oh my god. Yagao over the wall sends Kanavi, but now
keeping
Elk's
him
in
too.
trouble. Sonic Wave connects. He has to flash heal, running away from 2 members. JDG are an army. These guys worth 300 soldiers, as maybe not yet, as 369 might be in trouble. Kanavi already dead, but Knight jumps into the fray onto Yagao. He's looking for his next target, trying to auto him to death, but Knight will drop before Yagao joins him in the grave. Lyric, we come back to live. JDG still with the gold lead, but they have to now entice the Baron as Knight just autoed, and that tickled quite a bit for BLG. Oh, ulti comes through. Hang on, we're not done yet. Onto Ruler this time. He has no flash, no ghost available. Bin jumps on the back line as he's kicked away. Kanavi saving the day, but BLG in a choke is the root. Oh, Ruler does it again. He's getting low with Missing at the hell, but it's another root. A root again. Shun jumps in, but his whole team is dead. To kill the king, you must sacrifice everything.
And Kanavi starting up by saving the day. Knight comes in and deals the damage. And now they only might be 3 members strong, but JDG are going to be able to turn this into a Baron.
And at 27 minutes, this Dragon will lead to Soul Point. Now it's about assaulting some of these side lanes and getting this inner mid. As Yagao jumps in, might have found Missing. Everyone from BLG pounces. Knight tries to get Yagao in the midst of 5 people. He has to flash his dredge line. Actually ran into a minion wave, but Knight steps back on up. Explosive Cask is there. JDG playing from angles, but BLG are the ones who find the pickers on. Continues looking for more.
That 369 doesn't have that explosive cast, with the
TP.
cavalry coming in.
They're not being careful, Lyric. Not at all. Onto Kanavi now. Lucas 369 body slams in. Yagao's one who's TP'd in, but he doesn't have Emperor's Divide. It's going to be a slow play from BLG, but Bin going too far forward, gets rooted up and dives the Ruler. Knight jumps in all the way to the back. He teleports on the face of On. As 369 never says die. Must be James Bond as Ruler. Ult under turret. This guy is a psychopath. Kanavi finishes the job, but this guy's got gusto as into the Gore Drinker. He'll still die, but JDG are like suicide bombers at this point. One goes down, another to replace, and BLG just can't catch a break.
That was a 4v5. JDG simply do not care. And now On might be up in 6 seconds, but I think they should be able to find the end.
God damn, the class from this game number 1. From JDG members as a 5-man unit. BLG don't know what hit them. Or maybe they do, Lyric. It's been a year of dealing with this as, for game number 1 at the very least, JDG kicked us off with a very familiar bang.
Yeah, and just great performances across the board. Ruler, you were highlighting a lot of. He was doing the 5-man roots coming through.
哎，熬了准备拉下米子，看一下，我们这，看到有，看到，赢了，来，慢点，赢了，上没 Q， 哇，赢了，看了，沙皇踢，沙皇没大的，沙皇没大，没关系，打慢点，打正面，没关系，可以打，给一点慢，一点没，nice， 沙皇没闪，看了，一点没，闪好了，一点有闪，拉着，我第二点，沙皇没闪的，中途我吧。 哎，一波，可以。
No one's locked in Worlds, but today someone will. Before any other region, BLG JDG Game 2 coming up.
敌军还有30秒碾碎。
So they'll at least have enough championship points to go second, even if they'd end up losing in the grand final.
Damage coming into this comp of BLG as
Yep.
bottom lane 2v2 could be in trouble. There is a ward there to spot, but Missing and Rule already go in. There's a flash and Elk response likewise. On can just walk this one out, but with Kanavi making his first appearance, a summoner's gone. Some movement through the lane. Shun would have to flash and find a great bramble smash. But rather, with the wave crashing in, as you suggested, Lyric, this could be the all-in. Ruler still with flash available. He cleanses first. There's the strikes to come through. Elk tanks under turret, though, and he's going to drop down. It's first blood, but Missing with a response, as at least the wave was denied. First, and feels like he's getting some kind of edge on Kanavi. However, have I spoken too soon? Oh, did I curse him? Elk flashed on. Not dead yet, though. Kanavi, out of range. Charm saves his life. That bramble smash playing with fire, but it doesn't matter. Yagao comes through with a Spirit Rush reset, and JDG are punished. So close, but that ain't gonna be the cigar.
BLG, though, they read the situation well. Or do they?
No, they don't. Missing can't get out. He's interrupted. Shun with another kill. Whoop! Well, game continues to fire up, but in BLG's corner for this early game, Lyric, which is a completely different situation. He chose to stay mid and picked up almost 2 turret plates. So, as we're looking at top, what happened? I guess that's where 369's flash went. Yeah.
Side of JDG. So, trying to find something and get more for your bot lane would probably be the play here. But with
trying to coax them in to some kind of play, as Shun is not walking over vision. The control ward there. 369 could be in trouble. He's rooted back, and now follow up there. Twisted Advance is great. There's Call the Forge God, but the Ram Jam, and thank you, ma'am, he says. Now for a Searing Charge out. That's next for 369, but he's sticking around, trying to buy some time. No one's coming to help him. But the fact that he survived so long is a testament as Bin picks up the kill.
Is BLG being able to get past the front line?
On, Permafrost going to be there. Shock Blast under turret. It's a little bit cheeky. Missing gets charmed, but it doesn't matter. On's pathing disrespectful as Shun ulties afterwards, but Herald gets the charge.
But now because of that, BLG, we'll see if they even want to elect into this. I think it would be quite rough, but some cooldowns were used finding that pick onto On. This is a whole ton over, you know, not too many years in the LPL. This night.
Okay, 369. And he's back against turret as Elk walks into the lane, and here we go. Chains of Corruption is cleansed away. Missing jumps in with the quickness, but as soon as Elk flashes out, the teleport comes through from JDG, but it's Knight who will fly through, who bullies Elk. The damage insane, but as Shun tries to help out, he turns his target. It's actually On, excuse me, with the Magnet Storm, who gets ignited and drops down to Missing. Yagao has now teleported in, but JDG have done the damage, and it's kind of insane. Again, you know that game 1, we were talking them up so much, like the...
Yeah, just being creative. Their macro being something a lot of teams have highlighted when they face them.
Again, Permafrost is going to be there. I mean, this Rel has been caught out time and time again. There's a re-engage, but Yagao coming through. Maybe this time it is a bait. Elk flies in with a killer instinct, but Yagao now in a bad position as Missing has helped do the job. A third death might mean more as BLG pile in. Shun going to be Permafrost. Charm not connecting. Shun piled over as Ruler stepping into 3 people. He finds Shun, but he'll die for it in the end. Ambitious as always is the 80 carry as Elk's the one to pick up the kill. The poke hit's missing as well as BLG's 80 carry now in a bad spot without the cleanse available. Launched on Kanavi with a re-engage. He does not respect the big boar, and JDG snap their jaws shut again.
Ruler is just playing so bold. Gold exactly even. Gonna get a bit more here with this Herald. We'll see if they can actually get turret.
They won't.
And they're just trying to gain prio to be able to get on this dragon first. Elk doesn't have flash for a little while, but Ruler also doesn't have sums.
Kanavi jumping in, sapling in the brush, flashes away from the charm, but the poke from Knight ensues as JDG are now in a choke on. Is looking for his angle, but he doesn't have real flash. It's only Hex Flash with the Magnet Storm. He Hex Flashes over, though, and finds Kanavi. The Magnet Storm is only a one-man, though, but it's on the tanks. Look at missing jump backline as Bellows Breath gets past them all. BLG have been corrupted as Bin separates that naughty jungler, but the charm doesn't find its way. JDG with numbers advantage as Bin tries to flip over, tries to right the wrongs of BLG's teleports there, but you will not be leaving, old friend. Jing Dong, the doorbell of death. I can hear it in the distance again.
It doesn't matter how good BLG are. It doesn't matter that they finished first in the regular season. Honestly, we're probably in better form coming into the series. JDG just absolutely live rent-free in their heads.
Hunts him. And 4-0-2 now on your scoreboard. JDG, they didn't have the early game, but boy, are they taking the hearts of the mid-game. Now with the gold lead as well, they got the third dragon. Yagao in a bit of trouble too. There's the Glacial Prison down. Yagao has the flash, then ulti. Missing comes in for the counter flank as Bin now teleports in, but JDG aren't afraid of him. Missing threatens up with the quickness almost up and available. There's another TP. Bin now in trouble. Has he gone too far? Over the wall, he'll be taking an enemy with him, but under turret. Missing takes a kill of his own. Call the Forge God helps with that one. As BLG, it is like game one. They just can't put a foot right as soon as JDG get their hands in it. BLG.
Oh, is Ruler caught?
Is it free real estate? He is. He's going to go golden, but JDG are coming in. Do they want to take the rest of this fighters? No. Ruler is just going to drop down and give a massive bounty. Hang on. It's Cassante. He doesn't have all out, though, so he needs a bit of backup. Shun's coming in, but Kanavi's there as well. We're going to try and get him next to the wall, but Bin threatens to get the flash at the very least. The Twisted Band finds nothing, or rather Nature's Grasp as Shun gets hit in the face by Knight's combo, and this game, it's hurting. As they can't find anything, but at least they stop any play from going further up, as BLG are able to get a side turret in the meantime.
It's like, all right, we've won, we backed off, I'm going to push this wave and deny the golden XP, and them not expecting on to be here. Maybe getting by right before that control ward was placed, and then once the CC comes through, Magnet Storm thrown out, you're able to follow in with the Killer Instinct to guarantee this kill for the side of BLG. Seems pushing over midway for now. The fact that BLG are the ones with current river control gives them a bit of threat.
Ooh. Bin tries with the Novo strikes. Elk stepping up as Bellows Breath stops him from getting rooted in place. JDG take a bit of chunk themselves. Bin is so aggro, but he doesn't find the knockback. So Bin, as he walks it out, BLG moved to river with him. A bit of poke damage to follow through, but JDG now have to walk into river. Oh my god! Knight may have single-handedly given them a dragon.
And they need that, right? Because we're seeing they are not getting any damage on the Bin right now. But that's not going to stop them from going forward.
Nature's Grasp flies across the team. It's Kanavi to tank it up. 369 as well. The poke follows through. Great Kanavi ult. Takes out Yagao. Dragon resets for now. Call the Forge Goddess. What a Magnet Storm! It doesn't matter though, as Elk is in the thick of it. JDG refused to die. The kings of the world will continue cursing BLG.
And how does Ruler not have to cleanse? How does Ruler not have to flash in that situation? So many summoners also up for the members of BLG. Trying to all in and just getting taken out so fast. That's Soul. That's Baron.
JDG can't beat BLG. It doesn't matter.
They should be trying to find an opportunity to all in, but the problem is JDG aren't showing on any other lanes.
What? Change the corruption. Here we go. Call the Forge God. That's a great ulti from Ruler. 369 misses the ult. We won't focus on that because JDG have found themselves a quick double kill through the top side with Baron with the poke. I mean, BLG are now up against match point, it feels like, as they just have to dot the I's and cross the T's, and we will be 2-0 into this upper bracket finals.
Yeah, we're going to see if they're able to do it with the amount of time they have left, because we do have, you have tools to work with on the side of BLG. A lot of key ults down for JDG, but JDG might just be too big.
They might. Techno Viking in the backline. 369 just stands there. Again, he's a loose unit. Cannot be stopped as Bin has to defend, but with one Nexus turret down, another about to drop. There he goes again. 3 versus 5. It's so impossible as Elk is at least trying, but they flash on his head. And Knight will not let him stand in vain. As BLG have an open Nexus, they try with the Everfrost, but JDG refuse to die. This team refuses to be bad. And with a 2-0 start to the series on match point to secure their spot at World and another championship, JDG are the sexiest team alive.
好准好准，看龙起来趴到火地了。我上 D 位趴了，直接动吧，直接拉下来，拉下来会动了，怎么觉？大叔过来先按下他的。好的，等一下，等一下，等，狐狸，看狐狸死了，慢点，看死了，把我们带着，nice，哇，无敌，来，到，对打，慢点，看回，拉底，大树啊，看一下，随便打，救一下中门，nice。哦，一波，啊，没关系，OK， 3，nice。
Plenty of times on this broadcast today and in the lead up to playoffs here for JDG. I said they have a date with Destiny Lyric. Let's find their grand slam to be up in the air, as it's one more game in this series to lock in World for JDG. BLG now to stop that.
Worlds for now is JDG were hoping for something spicy, but not able to find it. But yeah, despite the fact that this roster doesn't get the right, all 5 of these players. Also, Kanavi once again trying to be the aggressor, wants to make his way around and come for a gang topside. We've seen this exact thing play out before where Shun was on his Krugs too.
We have.
And
but Shun's nearby. I mean, 369 takes a bit of a chunk. Now, how quickly can
Shun's
enemy jungler get
over.
through? Shun needs to, might even need to flash, or he might need to get a move on, as 369 could be the new target, getting the true damage. Bin flashes away. Shun now here, but Kanavi holds onto his summoner. You still get top flash.
I guess that's not what's setting BLG behind, but the play's coming through.
Oh, into turret. Missing's in trouble. Has to flash away. The trample going to get the stun. There's the second skin proc from Elk. Trying to find Raw, but he steps up to the wave. Ignite now down onto On. Even though Missing takes a heavy trade, it is Ruler who fights back as in the top side. Meanwhile, there's no back here from Knight as in again. Once more, Elk jumping up, but Ruler just turns his target. Elk has to flash away. On's now the new target. The concussive blows forces his flash as well as JDG's 2v2. Just when you think they're losing, they turn it around again.
No, man. Elk, you gotta get out of there, buddy.
Oh, God. We're looking mid, though, because hang on. Yagal's turning it around. Onto Knight. He flashes away. Doesn't want to match because he can't. Remember, the flash was burnt before. But Knight having to burn his is a good sign of life, at least for BLG, when we're watching this bot.
His thirst is not stopping, and even Shun's making his way over now.
Oh,
he should be fine. It finally gets stopped, as we're going to see here of exactly how the flash was forced. Just going with the full-on engage, being scared.
His head in to see if it's really being done, but if he goes any further, Knight will collapse. There's no jungler here. Shun's in base. They're trying to threaten as Elk steps up to Raw, but there's a level advantage. And now Elk has lost half his HP bar. He was already 20 CS behind as the wave meets again. Lyric On's trying to buy time as Bin's come down at level 6 to say g'day.
And this has been, I think, feeling that he hasn't been able to find huge impact in this game so far.
Bin!
And he wants to. He's giving up, you know, losing CS in top. Might potentially lose a play, but look at the rotation.
They might find more, because onto missing now. The damage going to be done. Second skin is piling into him. Ruler now fighting from the back line as Needlework flies through. Bin gets first blood. Dragon resets.
So BLG gonna get that first one on the board, which is nice. I was gonna say, like, I feel like you'd be risking a lot of momentum that you're getting with Ruler. So they back off in the end. Feels like a bit of wasted time, but there really isn't too much to get on the opposite side of the map anyway, with the fact that Ruler's already doing this himself. Everyone's showing no camps up in enemy jungle. I don't know if they, you know, would be aware of that because no one's really walked into the enemy jungle in recent times, but still.
He got 4 points!
4,000. So yeah, full like 1.1 create. Hold on.
Double Nara ult into the wall. They jump straight onto On. That was a beautiful ult from 369. They didn't expect it as Elk cleanses the way, but it's too late. Shun now jumps on in. Concussive blow's going to stack going up as he's now in place, falling forward. has to flash away. Just when you look away, one member of JDG steps up.
Ruler, you need to be careful. Yagawa's flash.
He doesn't
the
flash or
ulti there,
heal. Herald going to be placed in the meanwhile as well. 15 seconds to that Dragon. And remember that Bin 369 do have teleport if this gets rowdy, as plating is shared between Yagao and Shun.
Try out the Shadow Queen now for Yagao. Ruler, this is so dangerous for him to walk this close by himself. Gonna try and make his way around now.
So the blast cone might use that to get back to the team as teleport going to be burned. Okay, guys, get ready for another 5v5 as On goes into the unbreakable world, but as the double pulverize, he separates missing. Shun jumps on as Elk tries to hit him away, but Bin's now joined in. Let's wait. Giga Bin at the ready. The fists are in the air as they get themselves a Dragon. They get themselves a pick, and BLG this time.
Hit Elk with them, and maybe Elk has just been sidestepping.
Woo!
Didn't sidestep that one.
No way. I mean, that hurts again. Pops the pot straight away, but Elk without it could be dangerous as he engage onto missing this time. They all dive on in. Yagao holding the ult for now, but Bin zoning them off with the needleworkers. 369 into the backline with Ruler yet again is taking the pieces away from BLG. Kanavi on top of Elk forces the cleanse, but how did they do it? JDG lose their support, but now they're trying to fight for more. It might be missing Den, but Yagao without his ulti in commission as 369 forced the flush out of Elk, but Kanavi's here. Now on to On. JDG out of nowhere yet again.
And JDG now gonna be able to push this wave in top. We see Ruler taking turn in mid. And now 5k gold lead. 5k gold lead for JDG. It feels like those Dragons, again, not mattering whatsoever because JDG, they're just playing to accelerate the game and kind of recreate the magic.
Item advantage in that top side as Yagao is going to be locked in place. Crown of the Shadow Queen gives him time, but he shifts out of there. Great ulti as he slides and glides, but now missing is here to provide. Ulti hits Bin! What a snipe as Yagao with a sidestep down. The pink young boy, the other half, will narrowly avoid his old friend as BLG making a hyper play towards mid. Herald, though, is going to race them.
So it looks like it should just end up being one turret for one turret at the end of the day. But JDG, they can now start pivoting towards Dragon. That's spawning in 1 second. They have more members closer by. And once again, multiple angles they can kind of threaten to fight from, but 369 still being in lane. You have to worry about the accelerated shot blast in mid. So at the end of the day, BLG are going to give it up, but great sidestep from Yagao. I thought it was a bit for sure.
Oh, Knight has to flash away. Nature's Grasp is following as well as JDG are trying to converge on this. Look at 369.
And this is before we even have, like, Magic Resist really coming out for people like Knight. Hexshrink already built up for Ruler as Shun has to get out of there.
He does indeed. I mean, Kanavi always a threat as JDG are not stopping there. Baron's up as well, Lyric. We don't have a Dragon timer. So with all these wards getting cleared out, JDG are trying to threaten that they're going to do the Purple Worm.
Exactly, right? They're trying to pull them out from their safety net of their base. You know, put that question mark in their mind, be like, hey, we can be on this at any point, and then try and set up a pick that way, probably with the Glacial Prison coming out from Kanavi. And they know they're going to have to actually start turning on it for real, so BLG actually end up falling for this. And they're doing it so fast!
It's a 4K trying to poke it down. We need a steal here. Shun needs to be the hero, but he can't do it. Baron is gone in an instant, and guess what? The crown is gone from Yagao, missing with a quick winner's bite, as On going to be only slowed by the Glacial Prison, but 369 as he goes into Minina. It's now the threat of range as BLG try to get the inside track on mid, but Baron has gone down. BLG's hopes in this game are going down. They have to make a play fast.
I feel like this Baron might have sealed their fate. This Baron could be the ticket, JDG's ticket to Worlds. A bit of gold back, but you're still 7k gold behind, and now you're not going to have any way of contesting the priority pressure.
There's a flash into Minina, but 369 has a flash of his own. On is taking up the damage, but he can't absorb Ruler at the moment. Meganar comes through and locked against the wall is Shun, but he's in a bad spot to teleport in the backline. BLG, this could be it. The root comes through from Ruler, who's already picked up a double kill. There's no way this guy gets a penta. No way. Yagao trying to force out the ult. He gets it, but flush from Ruler. A triple kill on the Elf. Ruler, is he going to get another one? Ruler, no! Knight takes it away, but Lyric, JDG may have just done it.
The peel from JDG in these team fights is absolutely insane. Hysterics, that started off as a 4v5 for a majority of that fight.
Look at the death time. It's 5 seconds on Shun. 369 has himself demolished. It might not be the end of the series here. Might not be the end of the game. But JDG are going to move to a 10k gold lead and show us that they are head and heels over Billy Gaming.
JDG they go into BLG's house and they take what they want. Their PC, their bed.
Look at this guy again, onto Elk now for the follow through. 369 about to go Meganar, cleanses out. That was from Hyper Slow. As Yagao loses crown again, BLG on death's door. Now for over the wall, On is going to try a miracle play, but Knight just says no. BLG have tried and tried again in this series, but JDG, spring champions for a reason, now looking to move into the finals. Yet again onto Shun, concussive blow stops him in place. On tries to bring it back as look at Elk try to free fire as Bin has come in way too late. Bin left on his lonesome. JDG have double inhibitor up, and Lyric as he gets chased away by missing. You know that JDG have a date with Destiny. They've got the golden road calling. Our spring champions, MSI champions, have continued their curse on BLG. They will not be usurped by these up-and-comers. The defending champions will lock in their 2023 Summer Grand Finals to be the first team in the world to return to the world stage where Destiny's calling out their name.
JDG absolutely stepping up, delivering, like performing at the peak of their power, right? Because we always knew that at the top of their game, like this is JDG. But there were some question marks. Getting pushed to 5 games against LNG, how much did that mean? I feel like it's hard to know that, but before we saw, you know, LNG take down top esports. But now it's like no questions asked. JDG continue to be able to beat anybody.
我们拉扯一下，我可以推他们上2的。好的好的，
好看没的。哎，你推，我们拉扯一下，真的还行。
别开，看着走，看牛。
看大树69，我们看大树死了，慢点，来，小心上攻推。
OK， 等我来，我绕。拉扯，慢点。没看，兵来，别被戳，别被戳。中了。看了，我走。
来子！看我大，大王，快！上没的，
看着走，
狗去后面了，狗在后面，狗来不了，
一步，来这么强啊，这就
好，6-9，
转什么都够了。
救我一下，有没有人救我一下？有没有？
哎，别，我来救你们一声。
快没大，他全没大。
快车！快点，李博，快点！哎，快点！别！OK，哎，慢点！你杀！来，